It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Goal!
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio. It's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3, OTB 1045, ESPN Baton Rouge. And let's go ahead. It is 9 o'clock on a Monday morning and get into some weekend winners.
That's how winning is done.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've got too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that? Win the whole thing.
All right, weekend winner. How could I start anywhere else? My guy, Antonio Gates, my former teammate in San Diego, makes it to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Someone who did not play college football, not a single snap of college football. He only played college basketball at Kent State. Now, he had a great football background in high school, and there was an opportunity. He was going to sign with Michigan State and Nick Saban, and, things happen. He finds his way to Kent State, and he's a basketball player there. Certainly, they had a nice, deep tournament run, and he was kind of the star of the run. And he got a tryout. He got a tryout with the San Diego Chargers, and obviously he makes the team. And I believe becomes the first Hall of Famer to never take a snap of college football. Right? That is correct? Okay, yes. Getting a thumbs up. What a remarkable stat that is. The first ever to make the Pro Football Hall of Fame without taking a single snap in college football. And that's what Antonio Gates does. 8-time Pro Bowl selection, 3-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro. So 5 times in his career, he was on the All-Pro team, on the NFL All-Decade team in the 2000s. Chargers all-time leader in touchdown receptions, and receiving yards. The most touchdowns by any tight end in NFL history. An incredible teammate. Somebody that was always in the foxhole. He was at every single workout in the off season. It did not matter the time of year. Gates was going to be there. If the building was open and teammates were there, Gates was in the building as well. One of the best human beings that you'll ever meet. He had 21 career games with over 100 yards receiving, 21 career multiple touchdown games in the NFL. He had a touchdown in 15 consecutive seasons. That is also an NFL record for tight ends. So my man, Antonio Gates, a little clap for you. You deserve it. For my money, the best tight end we've ever seen, and the stats back that up. He had such an incredible connection with my guy, PR17. They knew what each other, was going to do before it ever happened. They could look at each other, and you'd see a 60-yard touchdown. And so glad that Gates got into the Hall of Fame. He should have been a first ballot. Don't know how that falls through the cracks, but either way, he makes it on there. It was so cool to see all of my former teammates there with him in Canton, Ohio. Antonio Gates, weekend winner.
Shout out Antonio Gates. Baller. That's super exciting, though, to have a teammate get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it means a couple things. It means you had some really good times. It means you're old.
Yeah. I would feel like, ooh, somebody's
know.
in the Hall of Fame. Like,
You got a few more coming up.
I got a
too.
few more coming
Yeah.
up. I know.
A number
That's
of them.
awesome.
But you know
though.
what? Nothing makes you feel older
Yeah.
than when a teammate of yours or somebody you played against is like a head coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's like,
Or their kids playing in college.
oh, that one's bad too.
Yeah.
Hell, I got teammates. John Runyon, his son plays for the Packers.
Oof. Ooh,
That hurts.
that one's.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tough to come back from that.
Yeah. So I have a weekend loser.
All right, Tay-Tay.
And so we talked about SummerSlam a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we did.
But mine doesn't really have to do with the wrestler. So Russell Wilson was in attendance at SummerSlam. It was at MetLife. So where he's about to lead the team, you know, they already named him their starting quarterback, obviously. I mean, but he's set to lead the Giants this coming season, signed a 1-year deal with them in the offseason. Him and his son were at SummerSlam. The camera shows them in the crowd. My guy got booed
Oh, no.
at his own stadium.
That's not good.
We got to give him a weekend loser for that one, because how are you going to get booed in your own stadium? I get you're new to it, but that's not a good sign. And I get that maybe
game yet.
right, and I get that maybe like they're not the same. Maybe the fandom doesn't cross over. I mean, I would assume that it does. Like
Yeah.
people that enjoy the WWE probably enjoy football.
Yeah,
so
I would assume so.
Maybe that's like a plus that it wasn't a football quote unquote crowd, but that's not a good look that you're getting booed already in the stadium that you're going to be playing in all season long.
Yeah.
So weekend loser, Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited.
Yeah. Hey, Dangerous.
Unlimited booze.
Also, like, don't wear your logo like everywhere you go.
Oh,
It's okay to take a
gosh.
night off. It's okay
Maybe
to take a night
that's
off from
why.
wearing the logo.
Maybe that's why Matt. It's like holding a mirror. Matt wears his logo 24/7. He's like, I don't like the mirror being held up to me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, shots fired. I get it.
I
Mr.
understand
Unlimited.
that people feel a certain way about Russell Wilson, but Giants fans, your quarterback last year was Tommy DeVito and Daniel Jones. Like, let's pump
And
the
Drew
brakes a little
Lock.
bit. Right. Like
Give Drew
you
a
can think what
chance.
you want.
Yeah.
You can think
Hear
what you
me
want
out.
about Wilson, but
I know.
it ain't like they've been a model of consistency at that position.
Very
My weekend winner will be Ricky Pearsall of the San Francisco 49ers. Now, over the weekend, it came out that he
Speaking
seems
about
to
shots
be
fired.
unequivocally Brock Purdy's top target. Now, that in itself is, okay, fine, but look at what happened at their position recently. You got rid of Deebo Samuel. Brandon Ayuk, who the hell knows what's going on with him? That was a terrible contract. Juwan Jennings was kind of your top guy a year ago. He's trying to get traded because he hasn't got a new contract yet. And Ricky Pearsall's reaping the benefits of all of this right now. He is balling at training camp. Like, for anybody, if you're looking for someone out there to root for, make it Ricky Pearsall. You saw what he went through a year ago. And he was kind of the fourth receiver. Now he appears to be the top option with all these guys either not living up to their contracts, getting traded, asking to be traded, and sitting out of practice. Like, Ricky Pearsall is reaping the benefits of this right now. So weekend winner is Mr. Pearsall.
Hell yeah.
He, look, I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, the man did get robbed and shot and still came back
That's
in the
crazy.
same season, which is just wild. And it shows you just kind of what kind of player he is. And
He came back quicker than Zion.
Yeah.
it's fair.
And Zion, like, stubbed his toe.
Yeah. So,
Hey, it was
look,
his pinky.
how about Arizona State when Ricky Pearsall, Jaden Daniels, Ayuk, and White was at running back?
Yeah, Rashad White.
Wait, that's crazy.
Like, I mean, they were better that year, but like, that's egregious that they didn't win more games.
That's why
That's on-
Herm
that's
Edwards.
on Herm.
That's why Herm Edwards ain't there no more.
My God, what offensive talent they had there. I'm going to go weekend winner. One of my former position coaches, actually my first position coach at LSU, Derek Dooley. This man, and it's not shocking, is running for senator in the state of Georgia. Now, of course, his father, Vince Dooley, one of the all-time legendary coaches for the Georgia Bulldogs. I think the field might even be named after Vince Dooley. So Derek Dooley was a lawyer, went to law school before he became a coach. And so, like, we all knew that that's who he was and that was his background. And you could tell it, like, in everyday life that that's what Derek Dooley was. He's a lawyer. And it always felt like he was going to do something outside of football. Now, he was in football for a long time, and he coached.
Was he the one that said Flynn had fat ankles?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be him.
Great evaluator of talent.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't miss anything. Oh,
Cankles.
fat ankle, Cankle Flynn. Right? And so, he's been head coach at Tennessee. He was the head coach at Louisiana Tech. He was the athletic director at Louisiana Tech. And he's been a position coach in the NFL for the Cowboys for a long time as well. But it always felt like he was going to do something outside.
Oh, he
of
looks
football.
like a senator.
Right. So
Yeah.
this is why I pulled him up. You want to find me 5 people you've met in life that look more like a lawyer than that man right there.
Yeah. Old duels.
That
And
is a senator if I've ever seen
That
one.
guy is a politician. He's
Yep.
a lawyer, lawmaker, whatever. That
Yeah,
guy.
and again, this man coached football for a very, very, very long time. He was with the Cowboys. He was with the Missouri. He was with the New York Giants. I think he was most recently with Alabama. But, I mean, he played college football at UVA. So, look, he's been in the game for a long time. But he always felt like somebody that was going to do something outside of football. He just did. And so, hey, weekend winner unless he loses the race, Derek Dooley.
If I could vote for him, I would.
Just off the fat ankles
Just
alone?
off fat ankles,
Yeah.
off his look.
What state?
Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah. That's smart. It's where his dad's an absolute legend.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Maybe stay away from the state of Tennessee. Maybe not that one.
Yeah.
He was the coach at Tennessee when T-Bob had the bad snap, or like the snap on purpose that was a bad snap.
The overhead snap.
That ended up winning LSU the game.
Man, I remember he was on the sidelines with his orange pants. He always wear.
He did. Full orange.
Gross.
Yep. All right. Any more weekend winners or losers?
We did it earlier during Taylor's top 3, but I want to give like another weekend winner to the Bristol Speedway MLB game because that is so awesome. And then I don't know if you mentioned it, but like whenever they would hit a home run, the car would do a lap, and that's just
he didn't
super
mention
cool
that.
to me.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
like the
But I
scenes
guess
were awesome.
The loser part of it is like day 1 was not what's up, but they got it together and the next day was great. So that is awesome. I think the MLB needs to do that at least once a year. They need to bring the Field of Dreams game back to, it's so good. Really quick weekend loser to Jazz Chisholm too, because there's a pop out at second. He got doubled off because he was going straight for, it was just like really bad base running.
You forgot how many outs there was?
Well, he thought that the second baseman was going to try to like purposefully drop the ball. But they asked him about it after the game and he was like, I wouldn't do anything differently. And then Aaron Boone's like, well, I'm not going to take him out the game. And I just feel like Aaron Boone is not the guy. Like, he always comes up short whenever like they played in the World Series, couldn't get it done because of stuff like that, little stuff like that, like Jazz Chisholm doing that, Garrett Cole not covering first, Aaron Judge with that pop out, like very Arkansas vibes, but like it's got to go. If you have no fear of your coach and being like also saying, they ask you about it after the game and you're like, I wouldn't do anything different. Like, I feel like that's a bad reflection on like who's leading the team. So weekend loser to Jazz Chisholm and Aaron Boone.
One more weekend loser, and
we're being so negative today.
I hate to do it.
I'll finish this off with a win.
Okay.
The Dallas Cowboys. Guys,
Well,
on
I mean,
Friday,
that's forever and always.
on Friday about
Perpetual.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons
Habitual,
puts out a
if you
tweet
will.
on Twitter saying that he would like to be traded. He has officially requested a trade from the Dallas
Is that
Cowboys.
Micah or Michael? Which one?
Whichever one you want, whichever one plays for this team, according to Jerry Jones. That relationship seems to be very fractured. So the report that came out on Friday was Micah and Jerry Jones had a closed-door meeting, just them two. A contract, kind of like a handshake agreement, was agreed on. Okay, all good. Micah went to his agent and said, hey, we just agreed on the deal. Here it is. His agent was like, nah, I can get you more. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Look at that however way you want to. It pissed off Jerry. Jerry's like, okay, well, this is the contract we agreed on. This is the contract we're giving you.
Yeah.
He's as hard-headed as any man in sports. So it's like, depending on what side you look at it. But right now, Micah Parsons, he's done. And a big reason is he said, Jerry Jones will not allow my agent to be in meetings any longer.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big problem. This guy is your franchise player. I know you think it's Dak Prescott. It's not. It's Micah Parsons. You have to re-sign this guy. It's just, it's a bad scene right now. And on top of that, like, this was a slap in the face, which is why I mentioned it the other day. Jake Ferguson is a fine tight end.
Yeah.
You gave that guy a $52 million contract when your best player's begging for just a couple mil more.
Yeah.
And you gave Jake Ferguson. You're like, we're going to make Jake Ferguson.
Got $52 million.
Jake Ferguson became the richest tight end in franchise history.
Ooh.
A 4-year, $52 million deal.
Wait, that's crazy.
When you're trying to re-sign Micah Parsons, like, I like Ferguson. He's fine. I don't know if he's quite worth that, but that's a slap in the face.
I don't know about the highest paid.
When you tell your wife or your spouse, like, oh, you look fine.
Ooh.
So you saying fine
I
there
mean,
kind of lets me
Schultz
know.
was better a couple years ago, and they let him walk because they didn't want to pay him. Like, it seems like every move Jerry's making in the offseason is just to spite Micah Parsons, and he's finally fed up with it, guys. Like, I might be fed up with it. I don't know.
Well, I think everybody should.
Well, you have Stockholm syndrome, so.
Yeah, you kind of did that to yourself. All right, last one, weekend winner. All right, so Luka Doncic, he signs a big extension, going to be with the LA Lakers, and looks great, looks in shape.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what concert he went to celebrate?
I feel like I saw
this.
it. Yeah.
I saw it over the weekend.
No, tell me.
Huge weekend winner.
Oasis.
The Backstreet Boys in Las Vegas.
Love that.
Let's
go, Luka.
I was hoping you were going to say Coldplay.
BSB, baby. Let's go. Well done, Luka. That's the way that what's that number? Let's see. What is his extension? It was something, just whatever the max was. I don't know. All the millions in the world.
AD put his mansion up for sale in LA. I don't know if that really means anything, but
Did he get hurt putting the sign in the yard?
Probably.
Yeah, he did. He sprained a wrist.
$165 million over 3 years for Luka.
That's all right.
Celebrates going to see a little BSB. Well done, Luka.
Hell yeah.
Well done. All right, when we come back, our guy, Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo, right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. When you go there, always remember everything you see new, everything you see in the leasing, everything you see in the rental department, everything is always available. And no matter what your lifestyle is, they're going to make sure that you get taken care of. If you need something bigger, if you need a minivan, the Sienna minivan, even if you want to look cool going across the streets here with the Murdered Out Mini, they got that. If you want the full-size Sequoia, they got the Highlander, multiple midsize SUVs, multiple hybrids, multiple sedans. They got something for everybody, and every need, as I said, is going to be met over at All Star. So go see what they can do for you. If you still, got to find a way to get to the Tigers game this fall, and you're like, wait a minute, we're going to be tailgating, like we don't have room in our midsize SUV for all the stuff. Well, go get a full-size SUV. Go get a Sienna. Go get a Tundra, Tacoma. Everything is available. Per-day rental prices. Go to the website, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Monday morning. Let's go ahead and get to our guy, Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo. Dev, what is going on? How we living, sir?
Riley Herbst from 2311 Racing here. And you know what grinds my gears? Waiting for coffee. But instead of counting frappes and lattes, I fire up Chumba Casino. No apps, no fuss, just fun social casino games to pass the time. By the time my coffee's ready,
order for Riley.
I've already taken a few victory laps. Next time you're stuck waiting, make it entertaining. Play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Yo, what's up, bro? We living good, man. Just bought my ticket to LSU Clemson, bro. So I'm gonna be in Clemson.
Oh, you boots on the ground? Mayo going to be in South Carolina?
Yes.
Hold on, I don't know that. Have you ever done anything like that? Like gone to an away game like that?
No, I've not. Well, I've been to Ole Miss. That's it. That's the only LSU away game that I've ever been to. And the only Saints away game I've ever been to was in 2017. Kamara's rookie year when I went to Minnesota. Sam Bradford chopped us up.
All right, you got to tell me how this happened, why it happened, why you're choosing to go to Clemson, South Carolina. Like, what's the plan going to be? Now I got to know everything.
Yeah, I think it's just one of them situations where, like, we need to win this game so bad that I need to be there. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't see us losing, right? I just feel it right now. I just don't see us losing, and I want to be there for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I think that's really what it's about. I don't know much about what's out in South Carolina. I know they have a couple mountains, maybe a nice lake, but none of that's going to matter if LSU don't win. But I'll jump in a nice lake if LSU wins.
Okay. I do have a couple of, not red beans and rice. I mean, why in the world would you try that in Clemson, South Carolina? But I do have a couple of food spots that people that went to Clemson told me I have to try. And so if I get there in time, we need to find a way to break bread at one of these spots.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Like I said, I don't know a lot about it, but, I mean, it's got to be beautiful, you know?
You driving or flying? Because I know you're not the biggest fan of airplanes.
Dude, I'm driving, man. 8-hour drive, which ain't
not
that bad. It's not that bad. And then eventually, hopefully by the end of the year, I'm going to go to Chicago, and I'm going to drive to that, too. That's a 13-hour drive.
To Chicago? What are you doing in Chicago? Just to go hang out with Bob?
Yeah. And just like, I've been putting that off for a while now, probably about 2 years, you know.
Yeah.
I know about 2 years, I don't know if the office still stands, but about 2 years ago, Yak had invited me to come up there. So I still got to do that. I'm going to go on Lodge's podcast, you know, and there's a few people that I've become friends with just on, you know, Twitter and stuff that I want to go out there and see.
I bet you and T-Bob can do some damage up in Chicago. He held it down the other day in that challenge they had. I mean, my man took down like 10 glizzies and 11 beers.
Yeah, I saw that. That's the type, you know, and that's the thing. Like, what is that thing that they do on the Yak, like the competition where you got to like complete in a certain amount of time and stuff like that? Like, that's the type of stuff I want to do.
Well, I mean, if there's anything T-Bob likes, it's glizzies and beer. So he held it down, and I got faith that you could do it as well. Also, real quick about the LSU trip, I'm going to assume that, you know, if you were choosing a road trip this year, probably going to sit out a Saints road game this year and trust LSU.
Yeah, just so tough because of the call-in show, and it's not like I can like relocate with it because it's a landline phone number. You can't. You know, you got to be by the phone.
You're the one guy. Hey, who's that through? Who's that through? Who's the phone line through? What company?
We're not going to say their name, but you know what company it's through. It's the only thing that I got left through them. You know, it's a good deal, man. $60 a month. It's very well worth it.
Okay. All right. Is that bundled with the internet?
No, we got rid of the internet, dude. That's the only thing I got from those guys.
Okay.
Other than that, AT&T Fiber, which
okay. Man, all right.
Can't recommend it enough, man. Right. Never had a problem.
That's right. Yep. That's what I got in my office for my afternoon show. So well done there. All right. I figured that was going to be the case, and like we all have to be there for the call-in show. So yeah, we don't need you going out of town, so we missed that because I got a feeling, unfortunately, you're going to get some great calls.
It's about to heat up, dude. It's about to heat up this Sunday. I mean, Saints Chargers preseason. It is going to be hot, man.
Oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see the meltdown of whatever happens. So. Where are you at right now with the Saints and the quarterback situation? We talked about it right before you kind of hopped on. I know Tyler Shuck had a couple of 3-4 day practices in a row where he maybe gained some ground, but I'm still in the full belief that it's going to be Spencer Rattler. The practice I went to, I thought he was by far the most efficient, kind of the one with the most juice. Where are you at right now, Dev?
You know, dude, I don't have like a lot of sources and nothing like that, but the few sources that I do have that watch the Saints every day at training camp, you know, one of them said, man, this might be the worst team in the NFL this season. And then look, and this is all before ball is played,
right.
Before regular season. But, I mean, it's kind of like the same.
Bubba Wallace here from 2311 Racing. Funny thing about being fast, you end up waiting a lot. First to show up, first in line, then just waiting. Me, I rev up Chumba Casino. With over 200 social casino games, no slow lanes here. Why sit around when you can spin? I'm already racing. Your turn. Play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
routine. It's almost like the Truman Show, right? We're hearing the same names. Like, man, let me just tell you, if there was a Hall of Fame for training camp players, Mason Tipton would be in it.
Every time. Every time.
Dude, this they only tell us about this guy.
I know.
I mean, he is just all over the news all the time. It's like do or die for Mason Tipton this year. I'd love to see him succeed. I mean, don't ask me what I think the chances are, but I'd love to see him succeed, you know. Other than that, you know, I think it's going to be Rattler, dude. I really do. I think before training camp started, everybody wanted to crown Shuck because he ate some oysters, you know, and now we're seeing that it's probably going to be Spencer Rattler starting, at least the first few games, you know.
Yeah, and I know that you took him 40th overall, and he's got some the whole thing's guaranteed, and it's like $11 million. But man, the Saints got to play the guy that goes and wins the job. Like in the scheme of things, like I know 11 million is 11 million, but it's also over multiple years. So we're talking 4 years, 11 million, and that's honestly what a prime backup quarterback would get. And so you can't. My whole deal is like you can't allow that to make the decision for you, right? And just because you draft a guy 40th overall, I mean, the time Flynn got drafted, he was a 7th-round pick. They drafted Brian Braum in the 2nd round.
Oh, Louisville, huh?
Yeah, and Flynn beat him out in training camp, even as a 2nd-round pick. He wasn't on the team the next year. I'm not saying it's going to be Tyler Shuck's future, but I always credit the Packers for allowing the best player to win the backup job and not just where you were drafted. So, like the Saints, and it does feel like talking with Kellen Moore last week, that's kind of where they're at. Like they don't really care how they got there. They're just going to pick the best guy. And I do think right now that Spencer gives you the best opportunity to start the season.
Yeah, and I think that'd be a great sign of the future to come because you got to get the feelings out of it. You got to take the feelings out of it. You know, it's like right now they got the 3-quarterback race right now. Like, is this a 3-quarterback race? You know, why are we even saying that? I think it just comes down to Shuck or Rattler, and it's looking like Rattler is going to be the guy come game one. And honestly, just because of that year of experience, even though, he played with nothing and, he didn't look like, life-changing last year. But he still has that year of experience, and I think that's really what's winning. I think Spencer was locked in the whole offseason, too. That's another thing. I think he's probably going to bed at 9 o'clock every night, really locked in to, like, what he had to do to become the next Saints quarterback.
Any other kind of position battles or storylines that you're following with the Saints? Because the thing that I talked about last week coming back from practice was Look, the first 22, you got some dudes in there. You got some guys that you can be excited about watching. But the problem is, Devin, if somebody gets hurt, we always talk about it. Here comes Uber driver number 1, number 2, number 3. Like the depth on this team is a real issue. But, I mean, there's still some players out there with the initial starting unit that you can get behind.
Yeah, I think like the most exciting dude right now, it's got to be Stutzman, man. I keep talking about this guy, and so does everybody else. Like, it's got to be Stutzman. He just looks like he's ready, like this season, ready to make a difference. And even the kid that they drafted out of Louisville, the Quincy Riley kid, that's another guy that look. Because when you look at the Saints corners, like, Kool-Aid's had a great camp, right? Obviously Alontae Taylor, but when it gets to that third corner, it's like, oh man, what's gonna happen here? Like, you really gonna start? What's his name? How you say it again? Yidam.
That tells you everything you need to know, Dev.
Right. So you want Quincy Riley to be about it, man. And he looks like he is, man. Looks like he's one of those guys who can get turnovers, which you love to see it, As receiver goes, man, it's just so tough, dude. Because all right, Cedric Wilson. That's another guy they love talking about in training camp. Cedric Wilson, great guy, great teammate, blah, 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 blah. Can't find him with a search warrant during the regular season. Yeah. Just doesn't really catch balls, make plays. Like if Olave or Shaheed gets hurt and you left with, this sounds horrible, man. You left with Cooks, Cedric Wilson, and Tipton and Bub Means, that I just don't see how you're going to win games with that, especially with young quarterbacks.
All right, Deb, let's stop talking about some depressing stuff and actually, figure out where you're going to head today. Do we have any plans? Do we have a general area of where we're going to go?
Man, no, I don't. I got to be honest with you, dude. I just don't. But I know as soon as I get off the phone, I'm going to figure it out. And I'm going to make it worth everybody's while, man. We're going to find a good spot today for sure.
We're going to start driving in a direction until we like maybe find an idea? Are we going to get a plan like before we get in the car? Like what's the process today?
That's how I went to the zoo one day, which was, in my opinion, one of my favorite episodes. I was about to go to
the aquarium might be my favorite, by the way.
Yeah. I was about to go to the West Bank, and then I was looking on the internet, like, as I'm driving, I'm kind of like looking what's around, and because I didn't really want to go to the West Bank. I really didn't that day. But before I get on the bridge, I'm like, oh, wait, the zoo, dude. Like, I know that the zoo has to have something over there, that I can do. And man, what an episode that was. It was truly so much fun, man. The Roman Candy Man was closed down that day. I remember being pissed about that. But yeah, we'll definitely figure it out.
All right, there he is, our guy, Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo, and we are going to make sure that we find a way to get some grub in Clemson, South Carolina. Looking forward to that. Dev, we'll catch up again with you next Monday, my man.
All right, y'all take care. I appreciate it.
All right, there he is, our guy, Hold the Mayo. I love that, and that's not a bit. Like, he has no idea where he's going to go for Mondays. He just, like, kind of gets in his car sometimes, and it takes him to the zoo. The aquarium, I think, was the best one that I've seen. Like, it had me rolling, and so tune in to Devin Snow at SnowLightJohn on Twitter and social media to see where Dev ends up. All right, we will step away. More OTB, though, coming your way when we come back on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, Dos Equis, go for Dos. Perfect time. Tailgating season is upon us. Like, we are here in the month of August. And so when you're out there, when you're setting up the perfect tailgate, always go for Dos, because we tell you every single day, and it is factual, there's never a bad time to go for Dos. So it's always been in the summertime, the lake beer, the river beer, the beach beer, ballpark beer, which we don't talk about enough. That's always elite. Travel season, right? If you're going to these games, it's an airport beer. Like, we better get a picture of our guy, Matthew Clayton Flynn, going for Dos in an airport today, or it'll be a disappointing trip. And so right now, go ahead, set that tailgate up, go get all the ice cold Dos Equis, have them ready to go for your tailgate, because as we said, there is never a bad time to go for Dos. Drink responsibly and go for Dos.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
To find out where we belong from the earliest days, we were dancing in the shadow.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. LSU fans, if you're hitting the road this fall, Ascend Travel is your one-stop shop for college football trips done right. From luxury hotel packages to game day tickets and tailgate access, which obviously we know all LSU fans love and hold dear. They've got everything covered. All you do is show up and yell, "Go Tigers." So if you want to follow the Tigers wherever they are going, including that trip to Clemson, South Carolina, that opener. They've got some other great away trips as well. But go check out the homepage, ascend-travel.com. Ascend-travel.com, and you've got all the information there. I mean, we're even talking about private travel to that game there in Clemson, South Carolina, to see the LSU Tigers try to go up there for a top 5 matchup, and every like premium package that you can imagine. I mean, it is game day the right way with Ascend-travel.com. Travel like a Tiger, and Ascend makes it easy. All right, so Flynn, we think, unless he pulls a bobber, is going to be back tomorrow. Haven't heard how the meeting went yet, so
hopefully
we got the fingers crossed. Hopefully he wasn't in a card break and missed the key points. He flew last night. Okay. I saw him on Saturday. We went to practice together, as I talked about. And I was like, hey, like, what's your schedule? Like, when you leaving? He goes, I don't know. I was like, well, when you got to be there? He's like, Monday morning. I was like, when are you leaving? He goes, I don't know. I haven't booked a ticket yet.
Okay.
I'm like, okay.
I mean,
he's going to Virginia, so
yeah.
He got there.
He got there because he did hit.
He was in the chat.
He threw a yo out there.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it's probably ear hustling to make sure we didn't talk too bad about him.
We didn't.
We just said the tripod leg fell off.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? If you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. Choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The new shiny toy. We had to go get the old reliable one.
Yeah. Old Faithful.
It's okay.
No, I'm excited for him.
I am too. It's a big one for my high, so we'll see if he's able to get it done there. Tay, you'll know this. Preseason football this week. Like everybody's playing.
So last Thursday, like they got a Thursday with two. Last Thursday made a final Thursday with football till February.
Till February.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you get behind that. Who the Cowboys playing?
Man, I don't even know I don't know the Cowboys schedule.
Okay.
If I told you, I'd be lying or just making something up. I'm kind of out on them right now, Jake. We may have to do a little. We may have to do a little bachelor and give my final rose to somebody else. Yeah, man, I don't know.
You did. I mean, you made them a loser, and they have been one for a long time. So I do know the Saints and the Chargers play each other. So
they leave Wednesday.
Going to be watching that. They do. They leave Wednesday, and they got to have some clarity on this quarterback situation before they go out west. They have to. Like, it's got to be like, all right, here's our two guys. It's A and B. Right? Like, if they still have three quarterbacks in this game, I know it's the first preseason game, but I told y'all this. So I was doing that show last week with Bruce Murray, who's worked for NFL radio since 2006, so 20 years basically. I was like, have you ever had three quarterbacks come and sit down on a training camp tour? He said, no. He said, I've had two a couple of times. He said, I've never had three. It's just not normal. Not in the NFL, it's not. And I know some other teams this year are going through that, like Cleveland. But do you really want to have your quarterback competition be compared to the team that has the famous jersey of all the last names listed from top to bottom?
Which they're officially out of room on, by the way. No, I mean, to your point, like the Giants, Jameis is a former number one overall pick.
Yeah.
He was a starter multiple years in this league. Then you have Wilson. Then you invest a first-round pick into Jackson Dart. That should have been a more hotly contested quarterback battle than what you have in New Orleans.
Yeah.
They've already named their starter.
Right.
Now, right or wrong, is Russell Wilson going to be the starter in Week 10? Doesn't matter. You at least have your guy right now. And I understand that it is a preseason game. I tell you, though, we're going to see where the Saints are right now, because that Chargers defense looked really, really good on Thursday night. Now, I understand they're playing the Lions backups. I get all that. But Shuck and Rattler, they're going to be under fire
it's a good
in
test.
that team. Yeah, this is a great first game, in my opinion, for the Saints.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, they led the NFL in points per game a year ago, and they got even better in the offseason with some of the moves they made. So, and Jim Harbaugh is going to play some of his guys. He doesn't play all of them, but like Hampton played the other night, and that was a Hall of Fame game. So you're going to see some of those guys that are going to be starters on that defense, at least for a series or two. So it's actually a really good test for the Saints quarterbacks. So looking forward to kind of breaking down that. And here's to hoping. Here's to hoping that we have some clarity on the situation. Alondra, will you watch a second of preseason football?
Probably not, to
tough.
be completely honest
It's
with
tough.
you.
I mean, that's
but
fair.
That's completely fair.
I mean, how many people really? I get that there's sickos out there, but like,
yeah,
I can't imagine that the viewership is too
Well, it's
high
hard
on
to even
preseason
know.
games.
It's hard to even know now. Like used to, there was like a formula of the first game starters played one series. In the second game, they played 3 or 4 series. In the third game, we played a full half.
Yeah.
We would go all the way to halftime. And in the fourth game, we would dress up, and that was about it.
Yeah,
maybe
game
a
was
series.
the guys that were fringe
Fighting
making
for a
the
spot.
roster, not.
But
Yes.
now, like, I don't even really know how everyone handles it because everybody does it kind of differently.
Yeah.
And it kind of started at the end of my career. Like, we played against the Vikings one year in the preseason, and they decided to flip games. Like, they went second game starters till halftime, and we did not.
Yeah.
But it was one of those years, and I told you all the time, like, we're fullback. Like, I was kind of the only guy on the roster, so I was going to have to go in there. And we had the bomb squad going against, like, Jared Allen, who just got inducted into the Hall of Fame, and, like, Chad Greenway at linebacker. It was like Charlie Whitehurst would get the snap and have about 1,001 before we had, like, 6 guys in the backfield. It was horrible. Like, there was nothing that we were going to gain from that tape. And I feel like that's kind of how it is now. Like, we really don't have a formula of how everybody kind of follows the preseason to give us an idea there. So
my thing about the quarterback competition, though, in terms of the Saints, is that no separation between Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shuck is kind of like, I think that's okay. And I mean, obviously you want one to be standing out over the other, but like, if it's going to be a true competition, I'm kind of okay with like Shuck being like neck and neck with Spencer, but I kind of feel like it's Spencer's job to lose at this point. But what I don't, and like Flynn kind of explained it in a good way last week, and I understand what he's saying, but I don't love that Hayner's out there also taking reps, because if it's like a true 3-way battle and Hayner is in the conversation, like, I just don't know how I feel about that. But I do think that you have to have at least your 1 and 2 figured out heading to Los Angeles. Yeah. Are they playing in Los Angeles, or is it okay?
Yeah,
okay.
It's in LA.
Yeah. I just don't know if they do camp somewhere else and they were going to go there or not, but
no, they do it. They built a brand new state-of-the-art facility.
Yeah.
Yes, the Bush League Bolts built a brand new state-of-the-art facility, so they stay right there. And it's going to be a good test. It will be a good test for the Saints. And normally I'm with y'all in preseason. This one's more intriguing because of the quarterback battle.
Yeah.
Because of all the unknowns on this Saints team.
Is it always the Chargers that they play in the preseason?
Over the last couple of years,
they've had a thing where they've done the joint practice.
They've done the joint practices because the Saints go out west.
I think 3 years in a row.
Me and the boys went to a Saints Chargers preseason game like 3 years ago. Yeah, so it's been at least 3 years in a row they've played the Chargers. So, all right, we'll take a break, our last break of the show, and wrap it up like we do every single day, getting to your questions. So we'll get to Ask the Bench to close it out today here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. Trashrangers.com is the website. And remember, they have so many options for you when it comes to those roll-off dumpsters. So, hey, I've got a project going on at my home, at my business, and I'm not sure what size dumpster I need. Just call them, talk with them, have that conversation with them, because they're going to make sure you have the right one on your project. I tell the story all the time. T-Bob needed one when he was moving to Chicago. He needed to clean out a bunch of stuff at his house. He was on the phone with Trash Rangers here in studio, downtown Baton Rouge, telling them kind of, the amount of stuff he was looking forward, to getting rid of. And we had a event we were doing at Tiger Stadium. By the time he got to Tiger Stadium, so downtown to LSU campus, they had already not only called and set everything up, they were on their way with the dumpster that he needed. That's what kind of service you get with Trash Rangers. So go to the website today. That is trashrangers.com.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. OTB, one final segment here, a little Ask the Bench. Let's see here. Let's see. Ask the Bench, why does OTB hate the Rougarou? Is it because T-Bob wore the mascot head? I don't hate the Rougarou. I love Jumbo. He's not really jumbo anymore. The guy looks great. Ronnie Rance, shout out to our guy. I know they had some big games over the weekend. I think they won said big games. Always going to root for our guy, but also there's a lot of things going on right now. A lot of pigskin talk going on right now, and so shout out to the Rougarou.
Shout out.
Let's see. All right. Ask the bench. Hester, if you took a handoff and had to run straight with no O-line, how many fourth graders do you think it would take to tackle you today? Arian Foster said 5 to 7 to get him down. We're talking full pads. No offensive line. Fourth graders. I've got a third grader and a sixth grader. I'm trying to think like fourth grade.
That's like 10.
Man, I don't know. Like, I am trucking some fools before they get to me. Like, and that stiff arm is going to be nasty.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the ball and I'm going to press the line and immediately bounce it out, and I'm going to outrun every single one of them. And after I start to outrun them, even when I get tired and the ones start to catch me, I've got leverage because they're on the inside coming to me, right? And so I'm just going to stiff arm every single one.
I was about to say that stiff arm's working overtime for you.
So I don't know. I'd say 10.
I'd
say 10 fourth graders.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're just going to
all attack at once.
Yeah.
Shout out to Arian being a little modest though with the 5 to 7.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I'm thinking like 10. I'm thinking 10. A lot of soft tissue talk going on in the questions here.
Yeah, most common soft tissue injury for radio people. I don't know, something with the wrist.
Like carpal
we type
tunnel,
a lot. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, maybe
Is
a
carpal
back
tunnel
from sitting.
bone or tissue though?
That's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. Something in the wrist and hands.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
We all know Jake is too gritty to be pretty, but is he too gritty to gritty?
I think you've hit a gritty.
Yeah.
Have you hit the gritty before?
Yeah, I can do that for sure. No doubt.
I mean, that video of you and Katie dancing, like, obviously you can hit the gritty.
Yeah.
Also, Jake has 4 boys, and the oldest is 16. He sees the gritty quite a bit, I would imagine.
I saw the gritty for a long. Actually, in Harlow's birth announcement, Memphis did the gritty across the LSU locker room.
Yeah.
As he was going by
so
all
funny.
the jerseys that everybody was doing. So yeah, I can definitely do that. Not like Musso though. Musso's got it down.
Oh,
pat.
he's got the best gritty.
Let's see. Anybody seen the new Fantastic Four yet? I saw it yesterday. It was really good. Yeah, I saw it. It's good. Wasn't bad.
I haven't seen it.
Wasn't bad. It was good. It was entertaining for sure. Yeah, I would, Scott, destroy fourth graders. And not, look, if you put on pads and you get in front of me, like, all game is game. Let's go. All right.
I'm not one for letting kids win.
No. They got to get taught this lesson. I'd be like Mike Allstott on a 4th down conversion if they got in front of me. It is what it is. Life's about choices and decisions.
Off the bench.
All right, go to BoudreauxElectrical.com. That Gulf of America is heating up. Storm season is a-coming. And one of the things we told you on Friday, because we met with Boudreaux's earlier in the week, is they're ready to go. Like, they've got 80 generators right now in stock, ready to install at your home. So if you're worried, like, man, did I wait too long? Is it too late? Is it going to be installed in time for this storm season? Absolutely. It can be, because they're going to come to your home. They're going to find out the perfect place to put it. They're going to put the slab down, put the generator in, and boom, you are ready to go. And it is the absolute ultimate peace of mind to have a whole home generator, because whenever it happens, and it's inevitable, it's going to happen, when you have lights and you have AC and you have a refrigerator, you have all the amenities that you're used to, you are going to be so thankful for Boudreaux's. Go to BoudreauxElectrical.com.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.